Please put it in MVM or some Halloween map. DICKFOOT. Hello everybody, boy WizzyBD back here again with another video. This one is, I think this was an extra because I didn't see it in the playlist, so I just completely missed it outright. How it feels to suffer in SFM, and I wouldn't even know about this if it wasn't for Koopliss, Kooplis, Kool-Aid. He told me this video existed, and I said I would be reacting to all the How It Feels videos from LazyPurple, so here we go. I have no idea what this is because I've never seen it before.
So you like Halloween, huh? You like using the silly spells in Team Fortress 2? Well, so do I. But isn't Halloween supposed to be scary? Then what's with all this having a good time bullshit? Listen, man, for your sake, I hope you don't do it. But if you really want a scary time, drop TF2 for a bit and visit its deranged cousin over in the software section. Source Filmmaker!
Is that how you find it? I thought that was something you had to download separately. I'm really glad I watched this video.
This program haunts me in my dreams, and I know it's trying to kill me. But the amount of glitches I experienced while making How It Feels to Play Engineer, I'm telling you, this shit's possessed. Gather round.
Okay, the engineer turned himself into the Wrangler. I wonder if I can actually do that. Just leave that slot empty, and then just Wrangineer. So all you have to do to aim the, so all you have to do is just block the little laser targeting thing on the sentry gun, and then you just hold the sentry gun and point it towards people. Like, no, I'm too poor to have a Wrangler. I'm just gonna turn this bitch to shoot you. It's like heavy, but the gun's heavier.
This Halloween, I've a frightful story for you. The story of the time I had to add the Wrangler to a Source Filmmaker scene.
I did not purposely do. Continue.
My story starts with a prayer. Please, Valve, please update Source Filmmaker so that it doesn't use a 2008 version of TF2. Why do you curse me to manually animate things as simple as picking up engineer buildings and using the Wrangler?
I did not know that was a thing. But here's my question. If you build a building, like let's say you build that sentry, a level 3 sentry, in a troll spot, that when people walking around the corner, they're gonna hear the sentry beep and the sounds whatever, but it's just facing a wall. So it can't technically turn to shoot at whatever it is there. I don't know if it has 360 turn or whatever, but it can't technically turn to see what's there. And then you build your dispenser on some far off high dumb shit area. And then you have one or two choices. You either destroy it or you live with your mistakes. I don't know why you would try to. Why would engineer not be able to pick up his own buildings?
But they only responded with Dota Counter-Strike. Understand. So onwards I pressed to manually animate the Wrangler. The sentry shield is simple enough. It's its own model. But this god-forsaken laser! This laser has stolen so many hours of my life that I'll never get back. How, you ask? Listen to my tale of woe. I began by importing the laser, but alas, it was pink! That's not right. It needs to be red. So I googled how to color it. Turns out that it's controlled by what I like to call Source Spaghetti. But
Source Spaghetti. Why does that sound like somebody's terrible street name? Source Spaghetti. It's like you're Italian, but you're from the ghetto at the same time.
First, a quick explanation. This is a control point. It represents a point in space and can be used to move and rotate objects. Particles usually have very simple control points. Medic's beam has 2 control points, one for where the beam starts and one for where it ends. However, the Wrangler laser has this 3rd control point that controls its color? And this is where the Source Spaghetti starts. This control point's positional X, Y, and Z coordinates correspond to the laser's red, green, and blue values using a scale of -255 to +255, which necessitates the equation x times 2 minus 255, where x is the RGB value that you want. What? You didn't get it?
No, I didn't! I don't like math. Anybody that knows how to explain SFM, please do so in the comments. I don't like math, and I don't like how they introduce letters to the damn thing. If I'm gonna explain this to you, and this is the only time you're ever gonna use letters in math. It's to figure out. It's to figure out. I know, and I can't find out any. Oops.
Get that? That's because it makes no fucking sense! Even if you don't get it, I got it. However,
that is the exact same thing I told my math teacher.
No matter what I did with control point 2, the laser's color never changed! Well, I said, this isn't my first rodeo. Surely I can fix this in a jiffy. But how wrong I was. Firstly, I went into the particle editor to see if there was a color value in there. Eureka! There was! But no matter what you do to it and its surrounding values, nothing happens. Then I wondered, just a moment, the laser is pink. And when a texture is missing in source, the default replacement is pink and black. Maybe the particle's texture is missing or broken. So I asked all throughout town if someone could please lend me their version of every file related to this laser. I imported them into my directory and it was still pink! By then I was banging my head against my keyboard and finally decided that it's time to concede and verify the integrity of the game cache. Reinstall the whole program and deal with all the bugs that causes. But
What?
even then it was still pink!
Hold on, I still stuck on.
That
Ah, got him. I made the joke. There you go. I made the joke.
causes.
Ah, got it.
Even then it was still pink! At this point, I couldn't help but think, ha! All this wasted time being a perfectionist when I could just use a different laser. So I installed this custom laser from the workshop that is supposed to be a Star Wars blaster. It's a model instead of a particle, so it took a while to customize it. It doesn't look great, but it works, right? Wrong! When the camera looks at the laser from certain angles, it just disappears! Then I tried using this laser particle, and I don't even remember what happened with this one, but I assure you it didn't work! So we're back to this laser. After brainstorming with other SFM villagers, I imported the laser into a different map and realized, what the fuck? Why is it blue on this map? And that's when it hit me. Every map has a different default point where things load in when they have no other point of reference. You can see here that Badwater's default point is somewhere below Red Team's spawn. It has no rhyme or reason. The Wrangler laser has been loading in and using the default point on the map for its control point 2 value. It's a different color on every map, but it doesn't change no matter what I do. So I figured, alright, my program is successfully reading the control.
I'm going to guess this. You're gonna find a map that turns the laser red, take the laser, import it back, and then strap it onto the Wrangler. I'm gonna guess that. Let's see how close I am.
0.2 value, but just not changing it. Alax friend, can you please take my SFM project, move control point 2 to make the laser red, and then send it back to me? He promptly sent me this in response.
Oh my god!
Right. His computer couldn't even handle the
Oh.
project, so he had to make a new project that was just the laser on Badwater, which I then had to import into my project, which is its own scary, unintuitive process. But finally, here we are. It works, despite reinstalling the program.
See, I was half right. You take the laser, you put it on a different map, you see where it gets red, you take that color from there, and then you just strap it on back to the Wrangler. See? I was half right. Ask my brother. No, like, I know you're gonna be watching this. Comment down below how many times I guessed shit that eventually turned out to be true. I want a confirmation on this.
Despite verifying the game's cache, despite replacing the particle files outright, my control point 2 is just irreversibly broken. My theory, there's a ghost in my machine. But hey, at least it worked eventually, right? But that's not the only thing I had to do manually. Once the sentry gun is placed, it stops being a gameplay object and just becomes part of the scene. That means that I have to manually control its shooting, which means manually adding each individual muzzle flash. That's right, I had to copy and paste like 50 sets of these muzzle flashes and then manually tell the program, this muzzle flash occurs 1/20th of a second later, and this muzzle flash occurs another 20th of a second later, and this muzzle flash occurs another 20th of a second later, and this muzzle flash occurs another 20th of a second later, and this muzzle flash occurs another. Then, after doing that, I have to lock each particle to the barrels of the sentry gun individually. Truly nothing comes for granted in this program. You'd think that adding Uber charge would be a simple process, but it isn't. The default Uber in SFM is broken for some reason and always flashes like it's about to end. So you have to go download some cube map fixes. Thank you so much, SFM community, and put those in the right directory. Looks good to me. But what about the weapons? And the hats? Huh? That's right.
And the clothes, and the arms. And the clothes, and the arms, and the masks, and the hat, and the collar. What is even going on there? I don't know about SFM very much, but why does Medic just look like a sculpted blueberry thing? It looks like if Scout ran into him too fast and accidentally licked the back of his arm. It's just like blueberry.
But what about the weapons? And the hats? Huh? That's right, you have to manually change every single model's material that you want to be uber-charged. And sometimes it doesn't even work! Not only is this a time-consuming process, it's semi-permanent. Since you're actually changing the files themselves, scary, you have to be super careful or else you'll be asking yourself later on, why the hell is this pyro like half Ubered here? See these buildings? They're not actually in-source Filmmaker for some reason. They're like ghost buildings or something. I had to manually add replacement buildings myself. Nothing comes for granted in this program. But you want to get really scared this Halloween? Imagine rendering a scene you've slaved over for hours, and it comes out like this.
I feel that pain. I don't know anything about SFM. I don't know how to make SFM, but I know what it feels like to work on something for very long and then at the end product is still shit somehow. Long story short, I recorded a whole video without actually pressing start record. Listen, and he blew a fuse with that one. I can imagine what the hell this guy goes through. And he has ADHD, so everything he does is perfectionist level.
If you ever want to get into SFM, my friend, please remember the acronym ABAF. All beards are fucked. Something about the way these things are textured doesn't mix well with SFM. Usually there's a fix for these beards on the workshop, but I guess not enough people use the grizzled growth? Anyway, at complete random, the beard will become some crazy neon color. And you want to know something funny? It uses the same color as the Wrangler laser uses via the map's default point. Isn't that funny?
So I'm gonna guess you're gonna have to go back on Badwater, use the beard, whenever it flashes to the upper... No, wait. No, that one I might actually be wrong on.
So what was my solution? Ha! Simple, really. If I render out the glitched frames individually, one at a time, manually, the beard is fine. Sounds simple if not time-consuming. Let's see how many I had to do. 462 individually rendered images just to fix this beard in one scene! And sometimes it's not even consistent. Here you'd think that the color is based on the beard's position, but look at this shit! It's blue in this camera, but green in this camera! Eventually, my friend, I could take no more, and I just asked the guy who fixed the Allfather if he could fix the grizzled growth, which he did! The moral of this scary beard story is, please, don't be afraid to ask people for help! Oh, but friend, I've scary stories to spare. Look at this scene, simple, right? Well, this is what it used to look like! These lights are Satan! They have caused an issue in every video. For the spy video, I spent a full 10-hour day trying to get rid of these lights that would bleed through all the walls. After that day, I knew not to ever try anything with these demon-possessed lights. But in this scene, I had to. I used a program to remove literally every light from the map, and you won't believe it! These lights are Satan! Eventually.
I mean, in that one scene, your head is kind of turning around 360 all over the place looking like it's a possessed conjuring doll, so... Kinda fits the scene.
A villager from the SFM Discord discovered that you just have to type ent_fire space env_lightglow space kill in console. What does that even mean? I'm certain that a ghost has possessed my computer, but it doesn't always make itself obvious. Sometimes the glitches are small, like the time that this blood decal's position didn't update when I played the video forward, but it worked when I played the video backward. And then sometimes when I render something, every other frame becomes a blue mess. Definitely a ghost. And half the time I import a custom map, Source Filmmaker just breaks all its lighting. Classic ghost stuff. This one is fixable, but when even the guy making the tutorial says,
"This is the Hammer editor, and it honestly terrifies me. I can't do anything with this."
I can't say it makes me very hopeful. Of course, the program does make my life easier sometimes. Spline curves are pretty good at automating some animations, but other times they put the spirit of the devil into my characters.
Add spline curves.
Oh, jeez.
Look at this sentry. I just wanted to...
What the fuck happened? What? What? What happened? What happened? It's like you're trying to model for a Louis Vuitton cover and then somebody just talks shit behind your back like... What?
Oh my god, call the exorcist! Look at this sentry. I just wanted to go from this...
Alright, this video is long enough and nobody actually watches this out.
To this, a 180-degree turn. It's simple, but for some reason, the program thinks that the most efficient way to do this is a freaking backflip!
Imagine if this century was actually moved like that in the game. You would call engineer a spin motor, but it's a fucking machine. How do you spin motor, but that thing's just gonna break dance for everybody? I don't care what the fish man forget. Oh, I see that again. That just hit me too hard.
Efficient way to do this is a freaking backflip! Get off my sentry gun! Thankfully, the
Oh. Now he looks like one of those dogs with dwarfism. Oh, the sides. Oh, fucking.
program has a built-in stress reliever. Whenever I find myself getting exhausted, I just move the character's pelvis to the beat of whatever music I'm listening to for endless entertainment. Truly countless.
Oh, please, oh my god. I don't know if I want to start SFM or run away from it now. Oh shit. It's the stupid stuff. It's the stupid stuff.
Hours have gone into trying to fix every single little mistake and glitch in all of my videos. But since you've made it to the end of this video, I think I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
It's the new Titan. It's the Alpha Omega Titan with DICKFOOT. That's what I'm gonna call this character model now. Please put it in MVM or some Halloween map. DICKFOOT. Saxton Hill already killed all the Bigfoots, so let's start hunting the DICKFOOTs.
There's a mistake in the engineer video, and it will probably ruin your entire perception of it. In this scene where I build a mini sentry on this scout, I don't have the gunslinger equipped in the SFM animation! Ah! Hey, it's me. I have a t-shirt now. You can find a link to it in the description. I also now have a secondary channel.
Okay. If you made it to this far in the video, right to the very end, like, subscribe to me and both the LazyPurple. Buy LazyPurple's merch. Oh, you see the kind of garbage he has to deal with just to make the SFMs look properly for our entertainment. So buy the merch, support him, like and subscribe the channel, like and subscribe my channel, that's down below, and I'll see you all in the next video. I'm gonna watch how Sentry backflip a few more times. That's fucking crazy.